Matt Jarman. Opening tip is up. Messiah Jones wins it back to B.J. Mack, and Wofford has it as we're underway. Terriers in their alternate gold uniforms here at home, going right to left in this first half, and immediately a Terrier turnover as a pass goes off the hands of Corey Tripp.
And the ball is loose back behind the seats. The refs are going to hunt it down.
I would go get it myself, but I'm attached by about 5 different
I was going to say,
can't move.
It's early in the game, so let's let the refs have to deal with it. As on the Wofford turnover, PC will take possession.
Presbyterian is a big physical team. They can crash the offensive glass. That is a big, big part of their MO as James gets it left side, straight on three by McCormick. And Owen McCormick shoots Presbyterian out into it for the Terriers. Jay McCauley, fourth year, 57-41 for the Terriers under McCauley. Our officials tonight, Keith Fogelman, Jason Ziering, and Matt Jarman. Opening tip is up. Messiah Jones wins it back to B.J. Mack, and Wofford has it as we're underway. Terriers in their alternate gold uniforms here at home, going right to left in this first half, and immediately a Terrier turnover as a pass goes off the hands of Corey Tripp.
And the ball is loose back behind the seats. The refs are going to hunt it down.
I would go get it myself, but I'm attached by about 5 different
I was going to say,
can't move.
It's early in the game, so let's let the refs have to deal with it. As on the Wofford turnover, PC will take possession.
Presbyterian is a big physical team. They can crash the offensive glass. That is a big, big part of their MO as James gets it left side, straight on three by McCormick. And Owen McCormick shoots Presbyterian out into a 3-0 lead. Good ball rotation.
McCormick was wide open, knocked down that three. Good start for the Blue Hose.
Jackson Pavletsky. We'll talk more about him as we did in the open. Gets it from Jones on the handoff. And almost threw it over again. Wow, near turnover. Tripp saved it. Now Jones. Good ball movement by Wofford. Mack goes up off the glass and lays it in for two.
On contact, no call there.
B.J. Mack started his double-digit point streak, which now lasts 28 games. Started that in Clinton against Presbyterian last year when he had 10.
It's pretty remarkable when you start thinking about that. You just roll out of bed and you're getting double figures, but it's not that easy.
All right, 3-2 Presbyterian with the early lead as Barnett shot fake. There's McCormick again, and that one's off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound there. We were talking about it. And then a quick note, they're going to wave it off. I think McCormick hit the ball while it was in the cylinder. Offensive goaltending will wipe away the basket. But there's the offensive rebounding we were talking about.
Flat out crashing the glass, getting after it. Going to show some full court pressure here. Presbyterian wants to, and I mean this in a complete compliment, they want to dirty up the game. They want to get after you physically. They want to push you around a little bit and get you to back down.
Pavletsky is fouled by McCormick out on the perimeter, so it'll be the first personal foul on Owen McCormick.
There's an example of that. Just, see if you can get away with hand checks. If the refs aren't going to call it, then you know what you can do.
Despite Wofford winning last year's matchup 76-49, Presbyterian actually out-rebounded the Terriers 29-28 in that ballgame.
Part of that was, I don't think Wofford missed a shot in the second half.
They hit their last 13 shots in a row to close out what had been, Tom, a pretty competitive game that we watched out.
Yeah.
All right, Jones with good position on the block, working on McCormick. Draws a double team, and it's stolen away by Terrell Hard. Hard brings it up for Presbyterian. Gets into the lane on Tice. The freshman misses. Presbyterian, another offensive rebound and a putback time by Terrell Hard.
Years ago, probably late 90s, College of Charleston had a way of doing things. Literally their philosophy was throw it up there and then go get it.
And there's a steal by Ard, and he will cruise in unmolested and jam it home. And Presbyterian's up to a quick 7-2 lead.
Getting in the passing lane, a deflection. Their fans behind their bench starting to make a little noise.
Tripp gets it across the timeline. Wofford looking a little flat. Jay McCauley was worried about that after the long trip back from Louisiana and the tough, I guess, the psychological impact of leading LSU late and letting that one get away. A pass off the fingertip from Tice. He runs it down to the corner. Only 3 to shoot. Tice, does he see it? Tough angle jumper. It's an air ball, and that should be a shot clock violation. That is.
The roar you hear not only from the fans, that's the PC bench. Their substitute players are amped up and ready for this one as well. It's a big game for them. You know, I think sometimes they get tired of hearing about Wofford's success and Wofford's abilities to what they've done, and they want to show that they are right there with the Terriers.
Nearly 4 minutes of this one, and Wofford still sitting on 2 points as James step back jumper no good, and Tice soars in for a rebound. The freshman from Newburgh, New York, pulled down that board. Now it's the freshman from Wisconsin, Pavletsky, to Mack. Jay couldn't find any room to operate there. Gets it back to Tice. Now Filowich. A lot of new faces on this Wofford roster. 12 newcomers in all. Mack against McCormick. How did he will that one in? Just barely crept it over the front of the rim, and B.J. Mack is on the board. Wofford still trails by 3.
Terriers have only been credited with taking 2 shots. They are 2 for 2. Presbyterians already attempted 6.
Offensive rebounds will do for you. Yep. Second chances.
And turnovers. Terriers are up to 4.
Barnett thought about it from way downtown. He'll keep the dribble going. Pavletsky checking him. Number 1 versus number 1. Little ISO for Barnett. Goes cross court. McCormick another 3. He's now 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Tice with the rebound. Feeds inside to Filowich. Didn't have anything there as McCormick walled him up nicely. Now Tice in front of the PC bench. And then McCormick hits the deck and draws the offensive foul. That is a senior versus a freshman.
He may have hit the back of his head, too.
I definitely wonder. We'll take a timeout. It'll be...
But the back of his head snapped off that floor. That is... he has come out of the game, and you just hope the young man's okay, because he had a great start to this thing. He's back on the bench. They have substituted in for him, though.
Winston Hill is in for him. Hill, of course, a former starter, trying to work his way back into game shape after suffering an injury last year. Ard is going to try to back in. Now out to James. His three-pointer is short. Look at Barnett's sky, but he couldn't get the handle on the offensive rebound. And here comes Silas up to Mack for Wofford. Corkle checked into the game as well. Mack and Tripp, the only 2 starters in for Wofford, as Corey Tripp takes it to the rack, but can't finish, rebounded by Reddish Roan. And here comes Presbyterian. They are running. They're doing everything they want to do here in the early going.
Yeah, it's been a good start for the Blue Hose. I don't think they could have scripted it much better.
Nice pass. Ard shut off by Filowich on the baseline. The ball just ripped away by Adam Silas.
Athleticism there from the freshman.
Quickly to Filowich, who ran the floor and beat everybody down there. And the 2 newcomers combined, it's 7-6.
If your big man runs the floor that well and he gets down there, you better feed it to him, because he deserves it, as he got in great position down low, and Adam Silas recognized it and gave him a good interior feed.
Filowich, the transfer from Southern Illinois. Silas, the freshman from Vauxhall, New Jersey. And the first Presbyterian turnover of the game. The ball goes off of Winston Hill. Take a look at Hill, number 4. You know, he transferred a couple years ago from Francis Marion. He was a leading rebounder last year. Second team All-Big South in the preseason, but suffered an injury and is trying to work himself back into game shape. And that, you know, gym shape and shedding pounds, that's one thing. Game shape is completely different.
Completely different, particularly with your cardio is the biggest thing. Being able to play, 20, 25 minutes a game.
They want him for the Big South season. That's really what they're looking towards. Silas dealing on the outside. James marking him. Get it to Tripp in the corner. Another quick feed to Filowich, and a foul over the back by Winston Hill. That's his first personal.
For as poorly as Wofford has started this game, they're down 1. DC really may start to rue the fact that they didn't have a bigger lead on Wofford when the Terriers were seemingly turning it over on every possession.
Yeah, rebounds are even 3-3, but I think almost all the Presbyterians have been offensive rebounds, all but one. Silas Leaner goes as he went in right in the paint and hit a little 4-footer. Adam Silas on the board, and Wofford's taking their first lead of the night.
Silas coming off a season and career high 5 points against LSU. That was a tough shot there that he got knocked down.
Reddish Rome. Hill gets it back. Right side, James is open. That's his shot, and he will drain those. Crosby James hit 5 of those threes against VMI Tuesday. Their leading scorer averaging about 10.5 points a game.
He did a nice job rotating off the screen there and curling right around it and getting a good pass.
Mac's been quiet offensively, but makes a nice feed down to Filowich. Draws the double team. McCorkle's Wofford's three-point shooter. Just waiting for him to explode one of these nights. A little jump hook by Filowich is off the mark. Barnett has it for the Blue Hose. Marquise Barnett. Reddish Road spins on Mac in the lane. BJ tries to hold him back and forces the missed shot. Filowich with another board. 10-8. Wofford leads it. 12:20 to go here first half. Here in Spartanburg between these two long time, to the tune of 176 games, rivals. Mac, jump hook, good. BJ Mac now has 6. I said he was quiet. That's what happens. All of a sudden you look up on the board and how did BJ get 20 points and 7 rebounds?
And he's 3 for 3. He's kind of spaced them out a little bit for the Terriers.
Tied up at 10. Kind of a 3-guard lead for Presbyterian momentarily. Now James will try to penetrate. It was poked loose by Silas, but he'll get the reach-in foul. And that'll bring us to another media timeout. It comes with 11:45 to go. BJ Mack doing his best this afternoon, or good evening, rather.
BJ Mack has already scored 6 points this game. He told me before the game started that his mindset going into the game is to play with energy and establish the tone of playing hard, and I think we're seeing that again today.
Absolutely. Good point. And BJ, that's really what the entire team needs, and didn't have Tom in the first 4 minutes of this game.
Yeah, they've played the last 4, certainly been a little more energetic, a little more enthusiasm, as Carrington said BJ tries to bring. Is right on cue, Marquise Barnett.
He's so good, he made the shot and lost his shoe. That should be worth 4 if you lose your shoe and swish the 3 from the corner.
Able to kick the shoe off, yeah, extra point.
Barnett had 15 points and 7 boards in that win over VMI the other night. Pavletsky getting inside, and little floater for the freshman. He has a way of just kind of worming his way through the lane. And Jackson Pavletsky, the mid-major madness freshman of the week nationally, makes it a 13-12 game.
That was his first shot attempt of the day. Wofford probably going to try to get him a little more involved in the offense.
Lovern in there, but now there's McCormick who lays it in. Good to see Owen McCormick in there after getting shaken up, drawing that charge a few minutes ago. And
that was really good. Almost like a high-low game. Nice ball fake and easy too.
Pavletsky, they're trying to get the ball inside to Messiah Jones. He has taken a few forearm shivers to the back for McCormick. Back out to McCorkle, the 3 no good. Another rebound for Marquise Barnett. Presbyterian kind of playing their style right now. Let's give him Wofford fits as Jones loses it. Here comes Silas for Wofford. Trailing is Jones, dishes to Tice, who wasn't expecting the pass, but it bounces right back to Jones. Or if Amari Tice gets an assist on it.
You gotta hope so. Good to see Messiah there score. He's only attempted 7 shots over the last 2 games. You gotta try to get him going a little bit offensively. He's still not, I don't think, 100% from the Achilles injury at last season.
Yeah, of course, only played 6 games last year, and he's kind of on a minutes limit, but did play 25 at LSU. Is driving and laying it in is Houston Jones. He's on the board. Presbyterian going deep into the bench here in this first half, and it's paying off. They lead by 3. Jones kind of running things out top for the moment. Now spins and it's going to blow right. Oh, nice recovery, but a block. I thought McCormick got a lot of ball, but he got a lot of Messiah Jones, too, and draws the foul. It's already 2 on the big man, McCormick.
Yeah, he got him.
Arm.
Might have got him with some body as well.
Messiah Jones, 5th-year senior from Chicago, Illinois. One of only 3 returning scholarship players for Wofford this season. Swishes the first free throw.
You're getting some wholesale substitutions. 4 new faces in for Presbyterian. Wofford's Corey Tripp checks in. BJ Mack is waiting to come in as well.
It's like a hockey line change. James, Ard, Reddish Roan, all back in for PC. Jones hits them both. Saya with his first couple of points. It's a 1-point ball game, 17-16, 9:15 to go here first half from Spartanburg.
Saya already with 4 in this first half. He's had 16 total over his last 3 games.
Crosby James trying to set up things inside. Hill, a nice pass to Reddish Roan, but it was off the mark or couldn't be handled. Here comes Pazleski on the run. He's got Tice who tries to throw it down but gets fouled. Oh, that would have lifted the roof here in Spartanburg as the freshman can elevate. Houston Jones got in there.
He's very lucky that didn't go down, or he would have been on SportsCenter tonight. And I'm talking about Houston Jones, and he would have been on SportsCenter in not a good way.
He braved the posterization and denied the basket.
Did it with a lot of contact.
All right, Amari Tice is 6 for 10 from the free throw line so far this season, make it 7 for 11. Freshman from Newburgh, New York, played most of his high school ball at Newburgh Free Academy, then did a post-grad year at South Kent.
Season had 24 minutes against LSU.
Tice hits them both. Terriers are back in front, only the second time they've led, 18-17. Ard pops out. Presbyterian hasn't been able to hit the glass lately like they did in the first 3 or 4 minutes of this one. 39th nationally in offensive rebounding, the Blue Hose are. 10 on the shot clock, and Reddish Roan will float it into Ard. He's got Tripp, got a size advantage, goes cross court, and Hill cannot handle the pass. It goes through his fingers into the Wofford bench.
Good defensive effort that time by the Terriers as with their first lead. Last time they got a lead, it was thanks to a 6-0 run, and Blue Hose responded and came down and knocked down a 3. This time Wofford with a chance to build onto this 1-point lead.
That's the 6th Presbyterian turnover. They average about 13 turnovers a game, more than Quentin Farrell would like. And then back at the other end, a jump stop from Pazleski, but he can't finish at the rim. Run down in the corner by Reddish Roan.
Some contact around the body, but nothing called.
James free in the corner. Crosby James once again hitting from 3, and then there's a foul in the backcourt. Oh, good.
Jump ball.
Jump ball. Reddish Roan made a nice defensive play and tied up Pavletsky, and the ball goes over to PC on the alternating possession.
Pavletsky's a little discouraged right now, and I think it was because of what happened on the other end with the offensive play.
Watch it here. Reddish Roan comes in there and just gets all basketball. Forces jump ball, and then off the inbound, Wofford loses Marquise Barnett. And just like that, it's a 4-point Presbyterian lead. They've scored the last 5 points in about the last 20 seconds.
Wofford going through some peaks and some valleys in this game. There's been moments where they've looked really good on both ends of the floor, and other moments where they've looked almost disinterested.
Back a shot fake. Now Pavletsky will drive to the left, gets into the lane, scoop it on the other side, count it, and the foul.
What a bucket there by the freshman from Kimberly, Wisconsin.
He'll be going to the free throw line with LSU on Sunday, 7 for 10 from the field. He also has 28 assists this season and only 14 turnovers, which for a freshman, not a bad ratio. Natural 3-point play lifts Wofford to within 1.
He has now made 23 consecutive free throws.
It's your fault if it's not 24.
That's why I didn't say it when he was on the line. I'm not going to Jim Nance him. I'm making that a thing, by the way.
I know. It's better than a Jim Noble. I like a Jim Nance better. All right, and getting the roll. That's a shooter's roll for Crosby James. You look up, and he's already got 8. Presbyterians back up by 3.
Yeah, 3 of 5 shooting. The Anderson transfer.
Jones trying to work against Hill. The lefty goes up off the glass, no good. Tice battling for the rebound and gets it. New clock for Wofford. Tripp, who had a nice game against LSU. Now Mack. They switch on him. There's Pavletsky, and he takes a shot from Trayvon Reddish-Roan, and that'll be the first personal on Reddish-Roan, the senior from Carrollton, Georgia.
16 foul, and it was 7 seconds on the shot clock, and it was a ways away from the hoop. So Presbyterian kind of helping Wofford out a little bit with that foul.
Reddish-Roan will get himself a seat on the bench. After that one, as quickly Marquise Barnett gets back into the Blue Hose and quickly gets a deflection. Jones out battles Presbyterian for it. The pass bounces from Tripp to Mack. Now BJ trying to back his way in. Shut off by Ard momentarily. Keeps his dribble going and lays it in. What do we say about BJ Mack's stick-to-itiveness?
Yeah, he just hung with it. That ball was bouncing and spinning everywhere on that possession. Somehow the Terriers end up getting 2 out of it.
James, Wofford's got to take away the 3. Instead, he makes a nice pass to Hill, who shows a little body control in midair and lays it off the glass.
This game has not been aesthetically pleasing, but both teams are shooting over 64% from the floor.
And there goes Pavletsky. Cruises in, but spins it off the front of the rim a little bit too strong. Here comes James back the other way for Presby. Now Barnett. Little size advantage over Tripp. He's going to try to use it. And Tice comes in to steal it away. Amari Tice up ahead to Pavletsky. Now trailing. Tripp. Jump stop in the lane. Back out to Pavletsky. They work it around to Tice. And that's an air ball. Too strong. A little too much adrenaline for the freshman on that three-point attempt. But Presbyterian throws it away again. Turnover number 8 in the first half.
You know, and Wofford had 5 turnovers in the first 4 minutes of this thing. They've only committed 1 since, sitting at 6.
5:17 to go. 26-23. Presbyterian leads it. Just scrappy game. Just, you got to fight for everything you get. And there, Silas, a great look by Corey Tripp. The assist, and Silas lays it in.
A good cut by Adam Silas and good vision by Corey Tripp. Had his head up. If he doesn't have his head up and looking around, there's no way he sees Silas wide open on the back door.
Kobe Stewart's in for Presbyterian now, wearing number 3 in blue. Another wraparound pass by James. Hill can't hit that jumper. Here comes Tripp on the run for Wofford. Waiting for some friends. Mack trails, sees an opening, goes up strong and draws the foul. It'll go against Hill. Second foul on Winston Hill. Team foul number 7 on Presbyterian as you see the contact there. And Wofford's in the bonus with 4:35 to go in the half, and BJ Mack will go to the line.
Presbyterian's already played 9 players, and Jay McCauley admitted to us in the pregame he probably didn't play enough guys at LSU. His guys kind of ran out of gas there in the end of the game, so Jackson Civils to that accord will step in and provide some relief for the Terriers.
Civils transfer from Murray State. He averages about 11 minutes a game. Reddish-Roan is back in, replacing Hill for Presbyterian.
Blue Hose are extremely small now as far as height goes.
I think Reddish-Roan might be their tallest starter or player in right now at 6'4".
Terriers back to a 1-point lead that they've had several times. unable to grow the lead more than 7.
Well, there
Excuse me, 1.
19 lead changes in the Wofford LSU game on Sunday, and I think we had about half as many in this game already. Nice backdoor cut from Reddish Roan off the pass from Ard, and Presbyterian's back in by 1.
Every time Wofford has gotten a lead, the Blue Hose have found a way to score on their end to take the lead back.
Nearing the 4-minute mark of the first half is Filowich. Gets it to Tripp. Sills didn't like the look there down low. Now Mack gets it out top. Presbyterian switching a lot on defense. Tripp gets into the lane. Can't get the shot to go, but he draws another foul. That one will go against Terrell Ard. It'll be his second timeout on the floor with 3:50 to go here.
But just a herky-jerky, not a lot of flow. This probably favors the Blue Hose. They're shooting 63% from the floor. Wofford's 59%. The shots are falling. It's just been a lot of turnovers mixed in as Corey Tripp knocks down his first free throw to tie us back up.
B.J. Mack leads all scorers with 10. You saw on the graphic, B.J. is 4 for 4 from the field. Mack hits them both. Yeah, we're both teams shooting. Wofford's shooting 63% PC shooting 63%. Wofford 59. But it doesn't feel like an offensive display as Reddish Rose goes underneath and gets fouled by Tripp. Corey doesn't like the call. Reddish Road is slow to get up. Take another look here. Got him on the arm, it sure looked like. Wound up with the basketball, which is probably why Corey's saying, hey, made a clean play, but he definitely got him across the arm. So, get a good look at Corey Tripp and Trayvon Reddish Roan. He had 13 points against the Terriers last season. This is that free throw, though. Reddish Roan was 4 for 5 from the floor, 5 for 7 from the line. In a game that was a lot like this for a while.
Yeah.
In Clinton last year, then as we told you, Wofford hit their last 13 shots, ended up shooting 76% in the second half en route to a big win. This one a lot closer to that. Mack out top. He can hit that 3 from straight on. Wofford had 3 3-point attempts to tie it at the end of the game Sunday at LSU, and all 3 missed the mark, and the Tigers held on. Long 3 from Silas off the front of the rim. Good box out by Reddish Roan, and Barnett comes away with it up ahead to James. Nearing 3 minutes to go in the half. Low scoring first half. Presbyterian looking to take the lead, and that one rolls off the rim, and Mack pulls down the rebound, preserving a 1-point Wofford lead.
Hill may have mistimed his jump there as the ball kind of got hung up on the rim for an extra bounce.
Now Sybil's takes it strong to the rack, but it is even stronger, the rejection by Winston Hill. Almost looking, he might have been baiting Sybil's into.
I think he kind of was. Rotated over from the weak side, and before Sybil's really got it out of his hand, it was airborne the opposite direction. Now, unfortunately for Presbyterian, blocked it out of bounds, so Wofford maintains possession.
Still 18 on the shot clock. Silas will inbound to Tripp. Now Messiah Jones getting stronger by the day as Tripp gets into the lane. About a 10-footer. Corey Tripp hits it. Wofford's up by 3.
Largest lead of the night for the Terriers as Corey Tripp kind of stopped on a dime there, didn't drag the foot, so no travel call, and knocked down the little short jumper.
Tripp has really taken ownership of the point guard job here. Didn't play a whole lot as a freshman, and then of course with some of the departures being counted on by Jay McCauley as Crosby James misses. B.J. Mack the rebound. Tripp up ahead to Jones and hits the underside of the basket, and Hill comes away with it. He'll bring it up himself. The big man trying to go coast to coast finds Reddish Roan for the layup.
Nobody ever stopped the ball for Wofford.
Of course, when the ball is 6'7", 230 coming downhill at you.
It's a smart business decision maybe, but the coaches will say someone's got to stand in there.
It's Silas. Loses the ball. Quick change of direction, but couldn't keep the handle. Wofford lucky to get it back. Now Mack Turnaround partially blocked by Hill, but it goes right to Messiah Jones. Lays it in.
Who shed a tackle on the baseline to get in position for that offensive board.
Letting them play, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I think Wofford's adapted to that style here over the last 4 or 5 minutes. You're seeing a little more active hands by the Terriers.
British Roan, a hesitation dribble, but his shot is swatted out of there. It winds up in Pavletsky's hands. Left side to Tripp. Now Mack. Oh, great look to Jones, who had to gather it in. Finally did and lays it in. I don't think it was a travel because Messiah never had possession.
Correct. He was fumbling it.
Wofford out to their biggest lead in the waning seconds of the first half, 35-30. We got 43 to play, and a quick timeout by Quentin Farrell. We'll keep it right here as you get a good look at the Wofford bench and one of their new assistants, Ty Anderson. Yeah, the description, if you will, points in the paint and offensive rebounds. And thus far, you know, points in the paint. Wofford has a 26-16 lead in terms of rebounds. Offensive rebounds, 2 apiece. So Wofford taking away some of Presbyterian's strengths here. Blue Hose trying to whittle this 5-point lead down is Barnett. Got caught up in the air. Cross-court pass. A wide open Kobe Stewart can't hit the 3. Silas, a rebound. Wofford's going to hold for the last shot. Possibly.
Terriers have the timeout that won't roll over to the second half if they want to use it. But it looks like they don't want to use it here, which is fine.
10 seconds for Pavletsky. James on him. Pavletsky spins back into the lane, lays it in. That patented spin move by the freshman. Final seconds. Reddish Roan way off the mark. And Wofford will go to the locker room with their biggest lead of the evening. It's a 37-30 margin for the Terriers as we... It'll be Wofford basketball to start off half number 2 as Corey Tripp will put the ball into play right in front of our broadcast location. As you see the leading scorers, Crosby James hits some quick early threes for Presbyterian. B.J. Mack leading the way for the Terriers. Wofford going left to right here in the second half as Mack's got it on the outside. Original starting 5 in for Wofford. Pavletsky, who had a flourish at the end of the first half. Now Tripp spots up for a 3. Drifts off to the right, no good. Jones, the offensive rebound, tried to throw it off of a Presbyterian player. Instead it goes to the Terriers. Shot clock did reset to 20. Now they get it to Tice. He thought about a 3 right in front of the Terrier bench and said it'll be BJ who misses off the front iron.
With that miss, B.J. Mack is now 3 for his last 14 from beyond the arc. He hesitated a couple times at LSU. Maybe he's just, that game's a little off.
Hanging in the lane, but missing the jumper is Terrell Ard. So both teams have missed on their opening possessions. Mack's got it in the front court for Wofford. Just 1 minute in here to the second half. Nobody has scored to change. 37-30 halftime score. Jones blocked from behind, gets it back and lays it in. Messiah Jones, 5 points, 25 minutes. LSU Sunday, you know, the 25 minutes may be more significant than the points as he works his way back from missing most of last season with the Achilles injury.
10 points already today.
And then a pass to nobody from Barnett, but it's saved by McCormick, but it's into the backcourt, and that'll be a turnover in Wofford basketball.
Yeah, you want to throw it, but not that far.
Quickly, Kobe Stewart comes in for Presbyterian.
Spanning the 2 halves, Wofford's on an 8-0 run. They led this thing at 31-30 at one point.
You know, McCormick got a little bit of that early foul trouble, and then he banged his head on the floor. And when he's on the floor, it gives them a spacing, a presence that they look much more fluid offensively. And then look at that. He comes back and blocks Pavletsky. Up ahead to Stewart, and he'll throw it down. Fast break basket started by the McCormick block. Presbyterian cuts it back to 7.
Yeah, allowed them to get out and run. That block and little swing there of 4 points.
There is no doubting the athleticism of PC. They have got the potential to be a really good basketball team. Pavletsky, there's his spin, and there's his bucket. How many times have we seen that in this game? Jackson Pavletsky makes it 41-32.
And he took it right back at McCormack, so give him credit for realizing that, hey, you bought me on the last time, I'm taking it right back at you this time.
He's either got no fear or a really bad memory. Pavletsky's got 9. Pass inside, underneath. Oh, Stewart was blocked by the underside of the rim, and it was a nice pass for Reddish Roan.
Wofford fortunate there.
Mack is going to commit the offensive foul. That's the second time. Owen McCormack has drawn one. It'll be PC basketball. There's something about Presbyterian that BJ Mack struggles. Remember last year? Only 10 points in 15 minutes. They do a nice job of frustrating some of the things that BJ Mack likes to do.
Yeah, trying to take him away. They know that he's a weapon for the Terriers, one of their top scorers.
About 3 minutes into this second half, Wofford leads at 41-32. Trayvon Reddish Roan, or the Blue Hose, hands it off to James, who was hot early from three-point range. Cooled off at the end of the half, and then goes floater over 2 Terriers is good. James now has 10. Jones and Mack with 10 apiece for Wofford. James with 10 for Presbyterian. Good ball movement by the Terriers. Now Tyson's going to take it in and miss the layup, but he's fouled.
Good ball movement by Wofford on that possession.
They will get Trayvon Reddish Roan. I thought for a second Amari Tice was going to try to throw this one down, and then Reddish Roan came over to affect the shot. Not a whole lot of contact there, but the foul. Amari Tice, 2 for 2 from the line so far tonight. Make it 3 for 3 for the freshman. 6'7", 220. Amari Tice, as you get a look at Adam Silas checking in for Wofford. So many freshmen. 3 transfers. 8 freshmen on the roster for Wofford. How long will it take to completely gel? That'll be the story of this year's Wofford Terrier basketball team.
You just look up new faces everywhere as Terriers are now 11 for 11 at the free throw line tonight.
Wofford shoots 75% as a team for free throws. That is better than Wofford teams in years past. This new bunch got contact down underneath. I think they're going to call Corey Tripp for holding on for dear life on Owen McCormack, as McCormack had the mismatch. Second team foul on Wofford.
They're trying to get away with that as long as you can. Eventually, if it's seen, they're going to call it, but it's not a horrible foul because there's a mismatch there.
Reddish Roan will inbound for PC. Quickly, Barnett, tough angle, air ball off of Reddish Roan. It'll be Wofford basketball.
Good look on the inbounds play there. He just kind of short-armed that thing.
He got there so fast, and it's hard to kind of put the brakes on and not drift while you're in the air shooting. Boy, Marquise Barnett is lightning quick. Sophomore guard from Saginaw, Michigan. He's their second leading scorer and second leading rebounder. Tripp on the outside, quick double team comes. Wofford can't take advantage right away. Now Silas back his way in and throw it into the backcourt. Missed connection with Messiah Jones, and Wofford turns it over. Timeout, and probably just in time for both teams to kind of put things together. Tom Henson with you. Tom, at least they're splitting it right down the middle, 9 apiece.
Yeah, Presbyterian's got 10 assists to go with their 9 turnovers. Wofford's only got 3 assists to go with their 9 turnovers. Terriers yet to make a three-pointer, but they're living at the line. 11 for 11 tonight.
Presbyterian has it with McCormack out top. They're really trying to get the ball inside to Barnett, but McCormack can hit that 3 and does. One McCormack's second tray of the game. He's got 8 points. Cuts the Wofford lead to 6.
Big bucket there. As close as they've been in the second half are the Blue Hose.
Especially coming out of the timeout.
Yep.
As Tripp has it in front of the Terrier bench. Now Jones cross court to Tice. They work it into the corner. Silas dribbles out with 10 on the shot clock. And knocked away. Good quick hands by Stewart. Clock down to 3. Desperation jumper. Air ball. That's going to be Presbyterian basketball. The shot clock violation. That's the second time tonight. They have forced Wofford to use up the entire clock.
Good defense. They're on the catch. Closing out quickly. Spreading Wofford out as well. Wofford did a lot of dribbling behind the three-point arc.
McCormick, can he hit another 3? Yes, he can. Owen McCormick starting to feel it from the outside. It's a 3-point game.
A little quick 6-0 run thanks to those 3-pointers.
Wofford looking a little shell-shocked right now. Tice, almost a steal there. Then a nice pass from Tice to Jones, and he draws the foul. I mean, Tice, there are times when you're saying, this kid's a freshman? Are you kidding me? That was a good look inside. I believe they got Kobe Stewart with that foul.
That's correct, yeah.
So first on him. Second team foul of the half.
Yeah, Stewart had basically ran past Messiah Jones and reached back and grabbed him with the arm.
Jones is 2 for 2 from the line tonight. And that one rattles home. Looked like that 3-pointer that Adam Miller hit for LSU at the end of their game, Wofford's game, where Miller, which was, and I think it was a 2-point game at the time, shot a 3 from the corner. They hit the rim, the backboard, the rim, then fell through, giving an LSU a lead they would not relinquish. 2 more free throws for Messiah Jones, so he's 4 for 4 for the line. Wofford lead back up to 5. He'll get a seat on the bench.
Carson McCorkle, the University of Virginia transfer, checks in for Wofford. This team's kind of going a little smaller here.
There's McCormick. Paul bounces right back to him. Look for a backdoor pass. Now driving is Barnett. Goes underneath. Mack tries to wall him off. It goes right to Reddish Roan, who flips it home from 3 feet away. Not pretty, but it worked, and it's back to a 3-point Wofford lead. Reddish Roan's got 6. A lot of aggressive trapping, doubling by Presbyterian. It's really giving the Terriers fits right now.
I think some of this aggressive plays is going to amp up.
Silas takes it to the big man. Good job of using his body, and the freshman lays it in. Right back at the other end. Was that a push-off? It was. Crosby James extended the arm. Carson McCorkle was there. It's an offensive foul on Presbyterian. Take another look here. Right there, left hand, easy call.
Yep. And while McCorkle wasn't set, he still was. He was getting into position, trying to play defensive basketball, and the push with the off arm is what kind of soured that possession for PC.
Mack is going to, thought he was going to drive. Instead, he kicks it out to a wide open Silas. Off the assist from the big man, and just like that, the lead is back up to 8.
A 5-0 run here for the Terriers, and it's a 5-0 run by Adam Silas.
50-42. He played 7 minutes of the second half. Oh, the ball, did the ball hit? I guess they're going to call a foul. I thought for a second the ball hit Marquise Barnett right in the face, but it looked like B.G. Mack may have stuck an arm. Excuse me, it was Silas. Here's
one thing he was trying to intentionally do, just fighting through a screen and got his hand up high.
Doesn't make Marquise Barnett feel any better.
Nope,
He's still kind of
hurts.
Blinking his eyes. He's over the air. There you see him right about to inbound the ball. He's trying to clear his vision a little bit. It'll be Presbyterian ball almost stolen away by McCorkle. They get it to McCormick, and now tipped away and stolen by B.J. Mack. Turnover number 10 for Presbyterian on the night.
I thought McCorkle might have been fouled as he was going for the ball. No call.
Wofford with the ball and an 8-point lead, trying to break this one open against a pesky Presbyterian bunch. Good fake by Tice. He goes up strong, leaves it short. Rebound McCormick for Presbyterian.
Terriers have got to kind of match this physicality that we're starting to see more of here from Presbyterian.
There's Crosby. Get it up top to Barnett. His three.
Almost got stuck. Almost got stuck between the rim and the backboard.
Rebounded by Mack. BJ's got 4 rebounds and a Wofford turnover. They're 10, 3-on-1. They'll finish it off, and the foul as Mack made contact with Kobe Stewart, and he'll go to the line. Before he does, we'll go to a timeout. Just when Wofford, you know, it's funny, McCormick, not a real physical big man, but this has been a very physical game.
It has. There's been, and that's what PC wants. Jay McCauley told us before the game, this may be Wofford's most physical game they'll play this year as Presbyterian misses another free throw.
Yeah, Kobe Stewart couldn't complete the three-point play, so it's Wofford ball, and they immediately turn it over.
And then PC says, take the gift. Nope, we don't want it. You take it.
James Laverne, little used guard from Anderson, South Carolina. There's this sequence. Again, this will not be on any coaching seminars, as Laverne could not connect with Kobe Stewart there.
Maybe on a how not to do things.
12 turnovers apiece by these two teams.
That's what PC wants. They want this type of game.
Filowich is in the game, setting the screen for Wofford. 3 by McCorkle is good. When he heats up, Carson McCorkle can really stroke it. His first 3 of the game. Wofford back up by 7. Excuse me, by 9.
And his feet were set. He was just sitting there waiting for the pass. He was wide open.
53-44, 11:15 to go, and then another pass mishandled by Jones, another PC turnover. Quickly up ahead to Pavletsky, finds the open man in the corner, Tice. That one's a little bit long, rebounded by Reddish Roan for the Blue Hose.
That one probably would have brought a PC timeout if they had gotten down by double digits for the first time.
As it stands, still a 9-point Terrier lead. Biggest of the game. Laverne running the point momentarily. Gets to Winston Hill. Quick pass inside. Oh, they completely lost Terrell Ard, who jams it home.
2 guys sprinted out to 1 guy behind the arc, and that left a guy with a much more high percentage shot for the Blue Hose wide open.
53-46. McCorkle going to drive, going to pass. Filowich goes up. He gets fouled and flexes for the crowd.
Great feed from Carson McCorkle to Kyler Filowich.
Take another look. Filowich, 6'9", 250. He is 21 for 31 from the floor this season. If they can get him going as a viable big man off the bench to take some of the heat off the Sia Jones and BJ Mack, watch out. Can't complete the 3-point play. He'll the rebound, so it's 55-46, still a 9-point Wofford lead.
Terriers' first free throw miss of the night, 13 for 14.
And, of course, McCorkle hit that 3, so the streak is alive, too. Another turnover. Here comes Wofford on the run with Tripp. Hands off to Pavletsky. Baseline not there, but he is fouled by Reddish Roan, who does not like the call, I do not believe.
Do an arm bar at Pavletsky.
That's the 3rd on Trayvon Reddish Roan. Kind of bumped him with the chest.
There's a body there.
It's kind of a 50-50 call.
And it's one of those things we might be seeing it called now to calm some things down.
McCorkle in and out. Thought that one was good. It was not. Here come the Blue Hose on the run. Wofford just can't shake Presbyterian. And Filowich comes over. I think he blocked it with his elbow.
He may have blocked it with his chest. That was... see if our guys get us another look at this. You see, James comes in. Yeah, hit him right under the chin.
I think James kind of lost the handle going up.
He was losing it going up, and Filowich was jumping in to block it, and it went right into the upper part of his chest. Good few minutes there for Kyler Filowich for Wofford.
That's what Wofford is going to need this year. on a regular basis. British Road draws a double team. Tripp gets back. Now Hill, 7 to shoot. James, he's a threat from outside. Instead, he'll put it on the floor. And coming over to steal it is Messiah Jones. Up ahead, McCorkle finishes off the fast break bucket. It went from Jones to Pavletsky to McCorkle, and Wofford's biggest lead of the night at 11.
Double digits finally for the Terriers.
9:10 to go. British Road has it out top. Going to get a screen from Hill. Wofford will switch defensively. Inside, a nice cut to the basket. Stewart goes up, and he's blocked by Mack. Tripp up ahead to McCorkle. Wofford's got a 2-on-1. McCorkle will muscle it up and miss. Good defense by Hill, who didn't panic there.
Didn't fall for the shot fake either.
And back at the other end, Hill finishes it off. Just when you think you're going to shake these Blue Hose, they come back. Still a 9-point lead, though.
Wofford takes a little bit of air out of the ball right here. Slowing things down.
8:25 to go. Jones directing traffic. They contest every pass. McCorkle open in the corner. It's another 3 for Carson McCorkle. And it's 60-48 Terriers.
Net barely moved on that one. He was, again, spotted up, feet set under him. He is deadly when he's shooting like that.
Native of Raleigh, finished his high school career at Greensboro Day, and then transferred here to Wofford from UVA after last season. Oh, good pass. Great pass, in fact, from Hill, who faked the 3. And Art finished it off.
Terriers have had a couple, too many plays where they've kind of lost Blue Hose players in the paint. Great block by Hill.
Blocked by him. Or was it Stewart? Hill's got it into the front court quickly, and then they turn it over again. Pavletsky trailing. McCorkle again. Yes! 3 threes from Carson McCorkle. Timeout. Presbyterian. Wofford has shot their way to a 13-point lead.
With the past 2 games, well, 1 game and some change, that's exactly what Wofford wants to see. You start getting double figures out of Carson McCorkle, and this team gets to be really, really dangerous.
Wofford went from 0% three-point shooting to 57.1. Thanks to McCorkle. They're now 4 for 7.
Didn't take long.
And McCormick, who's been lacing 3-pointers of his own, misses that one. McCormick the shot, McCorkle the rebound, and Jones the slam to finish it off.
Great look from Carson McCorkle. Defensive rebound and then a sprint down to the floor.
He's doing it all for Wofford. The lead is 15. British Road. They've been keeping Presbyterian off the offensive glass. An elbow jumper by Crosby. James is good. James now with 12. He leads Presbyterian.
James's build, go with me here. Little Khalil Al-Amin.
Oh, I like that.
For Connecticut.
That's a really good analogy. Mack, his 3 is off the mark. BJ just hasn't been able to get going. And I think they got Messiah Jones with an offensive foul going for the rebound. Loose ball foul.
Just going to give it to PC out of bounds. No foul. From a scoring output. The other difference for me has been the free throw shooting. Wofford plus 13 on the line. They lead by 13.
Wofford looking to make it 8 straight over their in-state foes from Clinton, as McCormick has it in the front court as we near 6 minutes to go in this one. Terriers lead it by 13, nearly turned over. Nice save by Crosby James. They'll work it around to Barnett. 10 to shoot. And an offensive foul. They're going to call Marquise Barnett for a shove or maybe a moving screen. I'm going to have to take another look at that if we get one.
I think he got it. I think you can see it up here, top of the screen.
He kind of ran through Corey Tripp instead of just standing his ground, I think.
And it was a handoff. see that a lot of times not called, especially the way this game has been played, but the Terriers will take the turnover.
Wofford with a chance to put a couple more nails in the coffin here, up 13 as Jones has it on the left wing. Working on McCormick, goes up strong and muscles it in. That's the Messiah Jones Wofford fans have come to know and love, and the lead is up to 15.
16 points for Messiah Jones. He came in having scored 16 total in his last 3 games, excuse me.
Yeah, far and away his best game of the season so far. McCormick has been effective from 3. That one wasn't even close. Nice save by Reddish Rome, but it goes right to Jones for the Terriers. Up ahead to McCorkle, now Pavletsky. Cross court, wide open 3. Trip. That would have been a dagger. It didn't go. And up ahead comes Presbyterian, still with life, but time's starting to tick away on the Blue Hose.
That would have been a huge 3 if Tripp could have gotten that one to fall for the Terriers.
Now Barnett. Lob inside to McCormick. Blocked by Mack, who came from the other side to help, and they keep it in bounds. Do they know? Tripp couldn't save it. It'll go back to Presbyterian. Good off-the-ball defense by B.J. Mack, and McCormick never saw him coming.
Thought the Terriers were going to save that, but unable to, and so PC will get it with 10 on the shot clock, I guess, as Wofford never possessed it.
Maury Tyson, as B.J. Mack gets a seat on the Terrier bench. You recall he's going a little bit deeper into his bench than he did at LSU the other day. James with 5 to shoot over Jones. Wow. Perfect. Crosby, James. He leads everybody. He leads PC with 15, excuse me. Jones has 16 for the Terriers, 67-55.
Blue Hose refusing to go away. This is a tough team.
You're going to make some noise in the Big South this year as Tripp tries again, and that time Corey Tripp knocks down the tray. Corey looked down, checked his hand, extended 3 fingers. Yep, that was a 3. Lead back up to 15. Under 4 to play. Schroen only has 6 tonight. They've done a good job of keeping him off the offensive boards as well, as Barnett gets to the free throw line, gets it to Ard. Wofford doing a nice job shutting off the baseline. They force the steal. 2-on-1. McCormick. Jones off his fingertips. Barnett hustles back defensively. Jones gets it, looking for a buddy to pass to, but he rolled over with the basketball, and it should be. Did he get a timeout?
Timeout, Wofford.
Oh, wow, great. I thought for a second they were going to call Messiah for rolling over and traveling, but it will.
In a lot more games than you lose, and with Wofford making 13 and Presbyterian only attempting 3, shows you that Wofford's probably been the more aggressive team as far as taking it to the hole, drawing fouls while in the act of shooting.
Wofford's also kind of stemmed the tide turnovers. They've got 12. Presbyterian has turned it over 18 times tonight. Tripp splits the defense, kegs in the air, and a highlight rail. Worthy move for Corey Tripp, and it's 72-55.
Terriers' largest lead. Corey Tripp with some serious hang time there.
I didn't know the young man had it in him. James now guarded by Pavletsky. And that is just tipped by McCorkle, so it'll stay with Presbyterian.
Great defense that time by McCorkle, rotating over and deflecting the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, coaches talk about being connected on defense and the switching. Everything has to have a rhythm, and you can't have one guy switch and another guy not switch, and Wofford's doing much better. Almost a steal by Jones, but McCormick recovers as we're under 3 minutes to play. Messiah is right in McCormick's grill. Long 3, Reddish Roan as he saw the shot clock going, rebounded by McCorkle, who rips it away from Terrell Ard. Now Wofford can slow things down with the ball and a 17-point lead. I think the final score is not going to be indicative of how close this game was throughout much of it.
Yeah, this has been a fight for the Terriers.
Tice has checked back in for Wofford. Now McCorkle out top. Jones, oh, rare 3. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, that's almost like a turnover there.
Now Reddish Road back at the other end, working on Tripp. What tough defense by Tripp. A better shot by Trayvon Reddish Road.
You see the swing there. That's not a good shot by Messiah Jones. Not a good decision to miss opportunity for points. Presbyterian comes down and gets two. Back to a 15-point margin.
That was the first three that Messiah Jones has attempted all year. And an offensive foul, a moving screen. Did they get Jones with that one as well?
They did.
That's the first individual foul of Messiah. 15 foul on Wofford.
Jay McCauley may be talking to Messiah, and I think he just asked him, do you think you're Fletcher McGee? And Messiah quickly probably said, no, sir, I do not.
Minute 45 to play. Presbyterian has fought hard here tonight. Stewart lines up the lefty three, and it is pure. Kobe Stewart, 72-60. Still a 12-point lead. Presbyterian's going on a little mini run here, but it may be too little too late. Big contact from James on Pavletsky in the foul.
This Presbyterian's football team went 1-10 this year. You want to see about Crosby James playing a little safety.
You know, James and Pavletsky kind of crossed back after the whistle, and somebody said something, and somebody said the other thing, and they came back and crossed a second time, and both guys were smiling a little bit. A little bit,
yeah.
Pavletsky has such a poker face. You see it right there. Another free throw for the freshman. He's now 2 for 2 from the line. Make that 3 for 3. Jackson Pavletsky is tickling 90% on the season.
He's made 25 in a row now. Just reporting the facts.
14-point lead as James hoists another three and knocks it down. Crosby James is going to go down shooting. Makes it 74-63. Now a little pressure from Presbyterian. Tripp is going to take it himself over the timeline. 1 minute to play. Mack pops out. Wofford can just sort of hang on to the ball and wait for the perfect shot.
A little surprised the Blue Hose didn't foul.
11-point game. Pavletsky hesitation, slammed on the brakes, and McCormick flew right by. 76-63, lead is 13.
It was an 11-point lead with right at a minute. They didn't get a steal in the backcourt, and they elected not to foul. And Wofford ran another 20 seconds off, and then scored 2 points.
Ard goes up strong, can't get it to fall. Rebound McCorkle to Tripp, and Wofford does not have to take another shot. Pavletsky gets it into the front court. And I think that is going to be about it. 10 seconds to go as Reddish Roan is going to make life tough on Pavletsky in the final seconds of this one. But Wofford's going to get out of here with a hard-fought 76-63 victory over the Blue Hose of Presbyterian College. Wofford goes to 5-3 on the season. Presbyterian falls